Basically, I'm a million miles an hour. I try and do everything. Just 2 lobs around there gently. Try and let them finish. I'm so competitive. I want to win all the time. I love winning. And when I've had a winner, I want the next winner. Okay then guys, all back. So started training National Hunt horses December 2022. We never really got going till May in 2023. We had our first winner at Kempton, a horse called Father of Jazz for the Gredley family. And then the better horses started to come, like Burdett Road and horses like that. We had a good winter with the jumpers and grew it from there. We only had 10 licensed stables to start with, and that we were running our pre-training business alongside this, where we had 84 pre-trainers in as well. And it was after about 7-8 months we started to think the pre-training is starting to dip now, because we're training and we were focusing solely on the national hunts. But as soon as I knew we started getting offered some flat horses, the pre-training horses started to dry up, especially when we started having a bit of success in January this year. We had our first flat winners, and it's sort of gone strength for strength really. And to have, you know, good horses straight away, we're very lucky. Burdett Road, he's been an absolute star for us, and we're very lucky to have him. He won on debut for us at Huntingdon, where he took a few hurdles with him, but he improved his jumping technique and won our first graded race at Cheltenham next time out. I thought he was very good on the shorter track round Cheltenham. Really suited him, and he came home very well. He then ran well when he finished second to Sergino, who obviously is an absolute machine. Whether we were quite right that day, I don't know, but after that, you know, we were still going for the triumph, and he just had a slight injury behind. So it was a massive blow. It's something I'd probably never really experienced before, and something I've got to get used to. But at the end of the day, he's still fine. It's only a minor thing, and one race in a horse's career is fine. He's only 4, and hopefully it'll all be good going forward. He is an exuberant horse. He has been his whole career, but he does stay very well. I think he'll be a lot better when he goes over hurdles now, as in relaxing more, and he's jumping. We continue to jump him at home, so that's part of his routine. We're going to go for the Greatwood. That is the plan. I think he's very well handicapped. He's quite streetwise now, and I think that'll be a nice race. It's a real good pot. No, looking forward to him. We pre-trained for some great clients, and we've had horses like Desert Crown. He was a beast of a horse to break in, and lovely horse. And for him to win the Derby was fantastic. He was the best we'd had through our hands, and you know, hopefully we're looking for one now that can stay here and follow in his footsteps would be great. This is East India Doc. He's a 3-year-old by Golden Horn. He's done very well for James Fanshawe on the flat and the Gredley family. He's rated 89. He's got a stay-in profile on the flat. He's already schooled very well. I think he'd be a very nice, exciting juvenile hurdler. He had a little break after his last flat run, went back to the stud, and he's come into us, and he was virtually jumping straight away. He's done all his pole work, barrels and tyres, and he's probably schooled 2 or 3 episodes schooling over hurdles now. Been on the grass, been up sides. He could probably run next week over hurdles, but his fitness levels just need to come up a little bit before we go. He's taken to it very well, good attitude, and seems to enjoy it. So I rode as an amateur jockey from 16. I rode Arabian racing to start with. I had my first ride in an Arabian race. I think that won. My parents used to train Arabians. We're going to go next time, okay? I was champion East Anglia point-to-point jockey for 8 seasons. Rode a lot of winners, a lot of nice horses. Learnt a lot about life, met a lot of people. In the latter stages of my point-to-point career, I rode for John Ferguson. When I went to work for him, I learnt a lot about horses, training horses. Ryan, just get her on a bit, would you? I'll put her with the other group. John was great at managing staff and so much better than I am. I've improved so much, with the pre-training business, but John he managed staff so well. That's what I learnt of him. He was very good at managing staff. So this is Sweet Fantasy. She was very well bought by Mr. Gredley at the Mayor's Sale last year. She debuted for us at Plumpton, where she won under Harry Cobden, and then we took her to Catterick, and Alex, amateur, who was champion amateur last year, rode her there, and she demolished the field there. Loves a bit of juice in the ground. The horse she beat at Catterick, Lily de Burley, has come out and won the final. We probably should have gone the final route, but we decided to go to run her on the flat. She's very resolute filly, tries very hard, and she seems to enjoy jumping. Like, she's two from two over hurdles, and she looks very progressive. She's got a nice high rating now. We tried to go and get some black type with her on the flat. It's probably the wrong thing to do, but we realised that after a few runs. She'd been on the go a long time, so she's had a real nice break. She's back in, and she's due to start off early November, and she might go for that nice hurdle race early November at Wetherby. I've probably taken a bit from everything. Like, I've learned a lot from the pointing. I learned loads at Arabian racing. Made a lot of mistakes Arabian racing. I was very lucky to have Shadwell's support with the Arabians. We had 20 for them. I'd never trained a horse before, and I really enjoyed it. They're ridden by professionals. They're on professional tracks. Everything was done exactly the same. It's a massive grounding. I think training the National Hunt horses and the flat horses, they differ slightly depending on what trip they have. The stayers obviously have to be very fit, whether they're running on the flat or over jumps. Obviously the sprinter horses, we didn't have a sprinter early season for quite a while, and they're obviously, I've learnt a lot about the sprinters. Don't need too much work, don't need a lot of work. We wouldn't class ourselves as a sprint trainer. We want to get more sprinters, and we're looking to buy more, but we're starting to get a few winners sprinting now. This is a horse called Liam Swagger. So he made he's ran well on the flat for us, and unfortunately hasn't won yet, but he's been learning all the time. We've done a lot of schooling with him, and he made his debut for us at Market Raisin. I thought we put up a great performance. They didn't go very quick, so he had to make his own running. Sam Twiston Davies really liked him, and he won quite comfortable in the end. He's come out of the race great, has schooled well since, and he'll go for the Wensleydale. It's a listed hurdle race early November at Wetherby. He's been learning all the time, and he might be one that we probably thought was at the lower end of our juveniles. But he's got plenty of size and scope. He actually could surprise us. So that's why we're going to go and put him in deeper water in the listed race to see where we are with him. The Gredley family have been massive supporters of me and my yard. Basically, since I started pre-training, really, they sent me some pre-trainers. When they started having jumpers, and we'd have them here pre-training, and they'd go to Dan Skelton, and I was like, God, I'd like to have a go at that. I never really said anything, but it was lovely to see the horses progress and win. It's nice when you pre-train these horses to watch them win, but for my staff and my team, they don't get that privilege. I do, because I'm like, God, we've had that through our hands. Just need to be in front of the sixes, okay? She galloped yesterday, you're just gently. You come with Ria's group. Do I prefer jumping or flat? If you'd said that question to me 2 or 3 weeks ago, I would have said jumping 100%. But since we've had those good flat winners, like Wimbledon Hawkeye and Burdett Road winning the listed race, I treat them as equals. I absolutely love winning, but those big races are a massive thrill, a massive buzz for the whole yard. It's great. 2 round the round, Danny, go next time, okay? We're going to just have a little spread out, Danny, on the round. Just 2 lobs down there gently. Try and let them finish. When I started out pre-training, I never thought I'd train. I'd always said, no, I'll never train. And you get that itch, that winning itch, and you want to do it. And we were offered a great opportunity, and hopefully we're grasping it with both hands. Just follow the first group out.